Oh, okay. I am live, I guess. This works. Alrighty, people. Hello, hello. I don't know if you've noticed this, but GLM just released Z.AI just released new GLM coding plan, and it really does put Anthropic to shame. Honestly. Okay, if we take a look, we already knew that they had the coding Lite and coding Pro. But now they're adding Coding Max, a $30 a month plan. All Pro plan benefits 4 times Pro plan usage, guaranteed peak hour performance, early access to new features. Not only that, they have now improved the model so that you that it is now able to do web search and also understand images and video, which basically now puts it on par with Anthropic, Sonnet, and Opus. We'll see. I'm gonna be doing a bit of code. I'm gonna be coding in just a bit using GLM 4.5 in Claude Code. But I've already made a video about how to use Claude Code with GLM 4.5, so I'm not gonna go all into all that. What I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna check out more of these pricing options. So we have Pro here, and it's $45 per quarter. Whoa, 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 whoa! Really? We're doing this? We're doing quarter instead of monthly now. Okay. $90 per quarter. Dang. Dang. That's really good. That's $420 per year. And then this, wait. They say $300 and $60 per year for the first year, and $700 and $20, $720 per year from second year onwards. I mean, this is literally the price of like 1.5 months. Wait, 1.5 month of Claude Code. Anthropic's max plan at $200 per month, but you get a whole year for this price with GLM 4.5. That is really dope. This is really awesome. Though I refuse to subscribe for a year these days because models improve so quickly, and I want to be able to switch around really quickly. So I've just been on the $3 a month plan because I can. I still have $100 max plan from Anthropic because I think this is getting really close. Honestly, I'm debating whether GLM versus Anthropic, which one is still better. I think Anthropic's coming out on top. Specifically, Opus is coming out on top by just a tiny margin for me in my head, though. Like, you gotta use it. You can't really look at the benchmark. The benchmark doesn't tell the whole story. It doesn't. I just the benchmarks is nice to look at. It just doesn't really do much for me at this point. I actually have to use the model to actually know if it will work for me. Let's see what else. Supporting a coding tool. The thing I love about Z.AI also is that they support pretty much all the coding tools, basically, which is awesome. This is really awesome. How much usage quota does the plan provide? 120 prompts. Yeah. Which coding tools are supported? What happens to my plan? Quota runs out. Okay. No. Will system consume my account balance? No. Okay. That's cool. Which package includes visual understanding and web search MCP tool? Only Pro and Max plans. Oh, this is interesting. So Lite plan requires separate charges for visual understanding MCP and currently does not support calling the search MCP. Wait, does that mean this light plan? Oh, I see. So I would need to be on the GLM Coding Pro in order to actually have access to the MCP servers, MCP that GLM 4.5 can use for web search and understand image and video. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. I guess. How can I upgrade to change my plan? Yeah, don't care. Where can I view the credits I earn? Yeah. Oh, there's an invite friend. So can you guys just click my link so I can get free credits? I should do this. Okay. I guess this is, yeah, this is pretty good. I should probably upgrade my plan to, can I be bothered? Let me just see something. Okay. Z.ai is supposed to give me like $30 a month. They emailed me. So at least for the first $30, so I can try this out. Unless they've given it to me already. Maybe it'll take a while. Wait, invite friends, earn credits, up to 20% bonus, no limits. Hey, invite now. Okay, wait, how do I do this? Share invitation. Everyone, please click on. I'm terrible. No, I'm not that desperate, guys. It's okay. Not yet. Okay. So let's actually code. I'm done looking at pricing models. So what am I doing today? Well, where was I? I was previously implementing basically the ability to use GLM 4.5 in my Claude Maestro application. Basically, I'm not going to explain what Claude Maestro is. I feel like I explained this so many times, people are getting bored of it. But basically, I want to be able to use GLM 4.5 with Claude Code SDK. Right now, the main issue I'm having is this API key does not get saved properly every time Claude Maestro restarts. And I'm going to figure out why that is, because it should theoretically work. I don't like working like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, wait, is this 37 lines? Perfect. That's how I know this. People can see it on stream is if there's only 37 lines on screen at any given time. That's just how it is these days. Okay, let's see what is happening here. Load store. Save store. Okay, encrypt API key. Where is this being used? This is being used. Save API key. So, okay, what? Oh my gosh, this new. Whoa. This must be free from Windsurf. It's like the new deep wiki thing. Save store is a private method in API keys manager. What the heck? Interesting Windsurf feature. It's like auto-generating wiki for these functions. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is an interesting feature that I will probably never use because I can just read the code here unless I really don't understand something. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to log info and I'm going to log out the encrypted config. Okay, and I'm going to have to restart my Electron portion. So bun run dev here. Oh gosh, bun run dev. Alright, and go back to my settings. I'm not even gonna enlarge this because it's honestly hard for me to. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess this is not my API key. Shoot, this better not be my API key, like legit. If I revealed this on stream, that would I would not be happy about that. Wait, GL. I'm just gonna double check my z.ai API key and make sure I just didn't reveal it to the whole world. Okay, I'm okay. Seifu. Okay, I'm safe. But okay, this is interesting. So what did it do? It encrypted the API key. Basically, I wish I should have a key command to like switch back and forth, but frick. Sorry, I did not see people on this. I did not have my chat open. Hello, thank you for tuning in. I now have my chat open. If you guys type in something, I will see it now. I am sorry. Okay, wait, I'm gonna ASDF, and then I'm gonna save config. Configuration saved. So it translated. Why did it write the same thing? Weird. Maybe I just don't understand the Electron encrypt API key. Safe storage. Okay, let me just like actually understand what Electron safe storage is, because I never actually read this documentation. Me cheating as usual. Allows access to simple encryption and decryption of string for storage on local machine. Okay. macOS encryption keys are stored in your app in keychain access in a way that prevents other applications from loading them without user override. Therefore, content is protected from other users and other apps running. Okay, so I'm guessing this is whatever I'm passing in here. An array of bytes representing encrypted string. This function will throw an error if encryption fails. Right, so encrypts the plain text string in byte buffer via safe storage in Electron, right? But then we come back here, and when we decrypt the string, it doesn't work, does it? Decrypted string, decrypt the encrypted buffer obtained with safe storage, encrypted string back to a string. This function will throw an error if decryption fails. Right. How do I do this? Wait, did this encryption available? What is this? Is encryption available? Let me just double check this. Log info, and then here I'm just gonna pass in API key. Gosh, I need to remove this before I actually input my API key or else everyone will see my API key. I don't want you guys using my GLM 4.5 Lite for $3. That's not fair. Not that it matters. Okay, this safe storage available and encrypt. So then now I have to clear run dev again, go back into my Claude Maestro application settings, and then I'm going to type in hello world. Yeah, okay, save storage. Right. Okay, we get safe storage encryption available. Great, I should have named each of these way better. This should be decrypt. Right, API key. And then I'm gonna go here. Wait, did it just... It called this multiple times. Encrypt API key. You know what? I'm gonna try it again. Clear, bun run dev. I should I should just do this with Claude Code, shouldn't I? Hello. Okay. Decrypt API key, decrypt API key, encrypt API key. Why is it calling decrypt API key? That's what I'm wondering. What is this being called? This is being called here, get API key. I'm guessing this is log.info, get API key. This is probably the where it's being called, maybe? Man, this is the worst way of debugging. Probably too bad I can't, like, I guess I can hook up the debugger, but I really can't be bothered. Okay, get API key. Ooh, why? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's use GLM-4.5. Fine, I will use GLM-4.5. It's ZZ. Are you serious? I thought it was CZ. Shoot, did I not? Let me just double check my configuration. Oh, ZC, not CZ. Of course it is. ZC, there. Now it's GLM 4.5. Base URL, done. Okay, hello. Works, okay? Just say hello back, that's all you need to do. Bro, you're gonna give me an API error? What did I do to deserve this? Okay, you know, it's probably because I know. I shouldn't be doing this with hands. I should be doing this with my mind, just controlling Claude Code, right? No, I don't know why I'm doing it with my hand. You know, sometimes it's like I don't think. I just like get into the I just get into it, and it just like I just start writing code, and then I'll be like, wait, I forgot. I can just have AI do this for me. Pain. That's where I'm at right now. Wait, what am I doing? I need to figure out why why Claude Code is not working with GLM 4.5. And it's driving me nuts because I literally just set this up. I literally just made a video about setting this up, and my setup is failing. Not happy about that right now. What is happening? Make sure this is out of... Oh, whoops. Because I made the video, I had to overwrite my Z profile so people don't see my keys. So let me just make sure I grab DeepSeek API as well, just in case I want to use it. API keys. You know what I love about about Z.ai is that once you create the key, you can actually copy the key again. Like you can actually still see your key, so you don't need to like make a new one. I know it's like such a minor thing, but such a quality of life thing. Just love it. Claude Code. Maybe it's an unsafe practice, but sometimes we just need something easy like that. All right, get rid of that. ZC. Hello. This better work now. Oh, you know what? It might not. Because I need to yeah, my bad. I need to restart terminal. With structured approach planned step-by-step MD file, it is time of minutes with context, have a MCP. I don't know if I understand that. Context. Structured approach planned step-by-step. Is it? Thank you. Okay. I'm CZ. Let's see. This should work now. Endpoint. Okay, great. It works. Yeah, it was my API key. My API key was wrong. Right. Now, let me just figure out what exactly I am trying to prompt it to do here. The issue is that, okay, let me just analyze this file meticulously. It seems, looks like token exploited, expited. I don't know. Wait, did I show my token? Now you've got me paranoid now. No. This is not the real token. This is you mean exposed? No. This is not the actual API key. This is just gibberish, because I just input whatever. Like if I input something here, it actually encrypts, and then it comes out as literally the same thing every single time, which is exactly what I'm trying to figure out why it's doing this. Right. Analyze the file meticulously. It seems like when, actually, analyze the flow of how get API key, is getting called. It seems like when user sets the API key from the settings page, this is being called unnecessarily. Oh gosh, I spelled that so wrong. And I've put logs throughout this file. Do analyze it meticulously. Here are the log results, and I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this. You know what? I'm gonna rerun it. Fine. Rerun it. Clear. Fun run dev. Oh my gosh. Please just do this. Hello. Hi. Okay. Great. Now I can just grab all this. Here are the log results when user clicks save. Is it save API key? Save configuration. Click save configuration. All right. Notice how get API shoot. No. Because when it oh crap. Let me try again. Clear, bun, run dev. Because when the application start up, I believe, no, really. when I go to settings page, okay, so when I go to the settings page, it comes out with all this crap. Hello world. I'm gonna be hopeful that I can see. Okay, from 714, 780. Okay, so it's just these two that are being. Okay, so this prompt is incorrect. Bro, are you gonna make me. Okay, there. Then what is the issue here? The issue is that the encrypted API key does not decrypt to the actual API key. Okay. Wait, actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to write something else. This is awesome, and then I hit save. Okay, so it does. Wait, when it. Okay, okay. So it decrypts to this. I mean, it encrypts to this. So then, if I, for example, go back to decrypt API key, where is this being used? This is being used here. Okay, get API key. I am actually going to const API key equals this decrypt API key, and then I will just remove that. And now I can actually log.info get API key, restart the application, and we're probably gonna get something terrible. Oh, it does decrypt. Then what's the issue here? Oh my gosh, what's the issue here? Okay, I'm gonna write a really long sentence. Hello, okay, today is an amazing day. Safe configuration. There, it has encrypted to this. And now if I go out of settings page and I go back into my settings page, bro, that is correct. Then why didn't you work with my API key? No, but then this is not showing the actual API key. Okay, there's something wrong in here. So let's see what is going on in here. In here, the issues probably. Let me just go to my settings page. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and remove the logs from here first before I reveal something not good. Okay, there, logs are done. Right, let's go to our page settings, and then in the settings page, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, separator. This is general settings, and then here's the settings tab. Settings tab, which then goes to API keys tab, and inside API's keys tab, we have. Okay, I'm just gonna go find GLM 4.5 here, probably. No, that's the select item. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and find a save configuration. Save configuration. So here, so that means the API key. Why didn't I search API key? Here it is, API key, and then the input is going to be where are you getting this from? Yikes. Oh no, you're not doing this like this, are you? Why would you do that? Like, yeah, this was one of the things that I failed to mention in my plan. This was my mistake. I never want to call Electron API in a component. It should always be inside of a hook. That's how at least my architecture works, so that I just don't want to blend this thing here. Okay, how do I do this? I'm gonna put that there. Let's actually, let me just double check if I made any changes here. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, I'm just gonna, can I generate? No, because I need to upgrade plan. I'm not willing to pay Windsurf any more money. Okay, API key, IPC. What am I moving? API keys, IPC, TS file. Okay, that's terrible change listening, but whatever. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna I'm gonna find out where the hooks are being stored. Other hooks are being stored. This one is here on the dashboard. But wait, that's pain. Shouldn't be there. Should be under features, under settings. Why is this here? Okay. Move that here. Hooks, Electron. It should really go in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually go in /clear. I don't need to see this. I'm just gonna double check here, set providers. You know what? I'm gonna go provider response. This is what I need to see. This is what I need to see. Right? Yeah, probably. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Okay. But I do need my console log. I know it's super tiny, but there. I guess it's a little bigger if people are actually watching. Okay. Provider response. Amazing. If I refresh this, does it give me provider response? Data, provider. Oh, that doesn't do much, does it? Okay. Okay. I think there's a bigger problem to this. List provider. If I go to list provider, it calls the API keys IPC. If I go to API keys IPC, no, API keys IPC under main, and I search for list provider, I can see that it get configured provider here. In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log. Nope, I'm going to log.info here and provider list provider IPC, and at the top I'm gonna import log from electron log. There you go. Now I can just go ahead and actually close run dev, close this, reopen it, go back here, provider IPC, nothing is returned. Okay, so this is probably the issue. Probably, I say that, but the question is, why am I doing this by hand? Why am I doing this by hand? This.data.configs. Whoa. Is it because I didn't enable it? Do I need to enable this? And then what happens if I do that? Nope. Okay, so then let me put that there. Clear run dev. Go into my settings page. Yeah, that's not the API key, but it is the encrypted API key, which is correct here. Then the issue will be this. Can I just return this .data.configs? Because it's literally data key. I think that's all. That's what I'm gonna do. Gosh, I hope that's not an actual API key. That would suck, but we'll see. Actually, that's probably not the API key. I hope. I really do hope. I already changed it anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay. So it does come out here. Get configured provider. This works. However, if I go into here / get provider, no, list providers, log dot, okay. Annoying to have to restart every single time, but hey, look, this does work. Hey, if it works, it works. Wonderful. Okay. Before I actually refactor this API keys tab to actually, you know what, I need to write this down. If I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget. I need to basically refactor API keys tab to move electron IPC calls into a hook. Okay. Right, this works. And also if I go in here open up this, I can see that the provider GLM-4.5, that does work. And so then I can just remove this provider. This is list provider. It's going to provide a response. Okay, does it set the provider? Where does it set the provider? Set providers. Okay, and then it goes ahead and gets the API key. Again, we need not put this here. Config response console.log config response. Let's go ahead and check this. Okay, the data. Sure. I mean, what? I mean, huh? Why is that like this? Get API key. Right, if we go to API key, electron main, get API key, I see it's right here. It's going to get API key. I'm going to believe config API key IPC. This should actually return the right thing, but this is probably the issue here. That's probably the issue why it's not working and it's not saving. Wow. Wow. That's okay. Let's go ahead and run dev again here. And I'm going to go to settings. Yeah, this is it. So this returns the API key, but this is the issue. It doesn't send the actual API key to the front end. I think it should be fine just to send the API key here. There's no need to obscure it like this. Okay, config API key. But do let me know if I should not be doing this, because I feel like it should be fine. This is all running locally anyway. Why would anyone, like, you can't even open this page on a web browser. You can only open it in an Electron environment. No one's gonna hack this. Okay. That's fine. API key IPC, right? So now, if I actually refresh this, sure. Now, okay, I can go back in here and object wrong, check API key. Okay, you know, it's because I changed electron side. I need to rerun the electron portion, and then I need to open settings. There it is. Today is an amazing day. Oh my gosh, this drives me nuts. It's not that hard, but it is what it is. Okay, now I need to actually figure out if I put in logs in weird places that shouldn't be. There, let me just go through my change list. That's fine. That's correct. That's correct. Why was this file changed? This file was not changed. Okay. Now sending API key from Electron IPC to front end. Okay. Much better. Okay. Right. Now I'm actually going to put in my real API key and hope that no one is going to take it from me. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen like the overlay coming up in my stream. It's kind of nice, but I don't hear any sound, so sometime I might miss it, which would be sad. Okay, test connection. There we go. Now that works. Okay, now let me try my DeepSeek. Wait. First of all, I need to close and restart. Just double checking that this will work. Close and restart. Test connection. It changed. I need to first move this out and look at. Oh, it didn't save the API key. Why would it do that? Why would it come up with the previous? It didn't save my actual API key that I put in last time. Run dev. Go back here. Boom. Yeah, it didn't save my API key that I pasted. Oh, was it because I pasted in, but I tested it, but I didn't save. If I save the configuration, it is now saved, and then I can test it. And now if I close, and I reopen this, yeah, that's why I didn't hit save. That was my fault. But actually, do we really need a save configuration button? Yeah, sure, why not? For now. I will remove it soon. Also, is this like actual size? No, this is the actual size. Oh, so much better when it's smaller. When it's big, it looks so ugly. Don't you guys think? All right, this is fine. This looks fine. And then now let's put in my DeepSeek key as well. Go to DeepSeek. Okay, revoke. Wait, wrong one. Delete this key, and then write in Claude Maestro. Create API key. Copy. Wait. Paste it in. Test connection. That seems a little too fast. That seems a little too fast for a test connection. Let me double check where this is happening. API key. Is there a test connection here? Validate API key. API key manager, validate, and chat completion, DeepSeek reasoner, quest body. Console log.info. response, and could I go JSON.stringify response.data? Jeez, response. This is probably the wrong way to do it. Test connection. I keep forgetting what I need to access in here. Is it like that? Maybe, probably. Test connection. Oh. Oh, it did work. Okay, so that is correct. I also want to test what happens if I do it wrong. Save configuration, test connection. Validation failed for provider. Cha-ching, works. All right, GG's. Also, okay, save. Test connection again. Just double checking that this. I can't believe Control Z works. Right, this works. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, glad this works. Okay, API key. What did I change here? I didn't change anything here, so we're good. We're good. I'm good. So these two now works. Yeah, I need to do some refactoring, and I'm not going to do it by hand because now I actually want AI to do it for me, or else I will be sitting here literally forever. Refactor. Okay, maybe I can just go to API key tab. That's where we were. What I'm going to do, this is using GLM 4.5, so this will probably be a good test for how good GLM 4.5 is at refactoring. What I'm going to ask it to do is move all the Electron IPC calls inside this file into its own React hook. Analyze all relevant code meticulously and think very hard. Do you guys ever notice this where Claude Code now like highlights the words think hard and think very hard, and it changes the how I guess the level of thinking that the model does. Though I don't know if this works with GLM 4.5. We'll see. Analyze all relevant code meticulously and think very hard about the best approach to implement this refactor. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Since this is quite a simple refactor, I'm not writing a plan for this. There is no need. I think one of the things that I've learned so far about using coding agents is that knowing when to create a plan, when what kind of task can be one shot without a plan, and which do need a plan. And there's like multiple levels of planning, whether you're going to just use the plan mode in Claude Code, or you're going to have to output an MD file, which is more involved, or you're going to go a step further where you have it output multiple MD files to implement a large feature. And that's just like getting a feel for these tooling. Very fun though. No, I've tried ultra think keyword. Wait, are you serious? Does it actually show rainbow? No way. Dude, what? I haven't seen this. I haven't seen. I've used ultra think that word before, but I've always done it ultra think like that. But oh, that you showed me something amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate this tip. I'm gonna use. Oh, did I just type ultra thick? Ultra thick, thick, like with two C's, obviously. No, like ultra think. Dude, this is awesome. This is the best thing that ever happened to my life. That's how sad my life has been. I'm joking, but oh my gosh. Very cool. Very cool. Did not see this before. I'm sure they're having fun with coloring the texts. Also, this better be a good implementation. GLM 4.5. If you disappoint me, I will unsubscribe to your $3 a month plan. Actually, I want to kind of see what it's done here. Use API key. What are you returning here? What are you ooh, what? Why is this so long? You're returning provider. Use provider loading. Ooh. Fine. I guess it's. I mean, I guess this is okay. It's not the best. Why is there so much in here? Is this like extremely verbose or what? Okay, set loading. Okay, use callback. Again, I feel like I've mentioned this literally 1,000 times in my MD file, Claude.md, to no need to use React memo, use callback as React compiler is enabled, and it will take care of those types of optimization. I swear, it never reads this damn thing. Okay. All right. Use callback, and we'll provide a response here for each provider and models. We're getting the API config. Set provider response, get default provider. Why do we need a try catch here? I don't think we don't need a try catch. Okay. / clear the context, double check if we actually need any try catch block in this file. At least for the Electron IPC, I believe we do not need try catch for those because it already returns an error object if something went wrong. Do correct me if I'm wrong though. Shoot, did I link that file? Whoops. Okay, wait, here. Boom, there. I remove all the unnecessary try catch block. That was really fast. That was way faster than I thought. I think in general, GLM 4.5 is much faster than Claude, than Opus 4.1. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Not bad. Providers, okay, state stored for per provider API. Okay. Action, save provider, test connection, remove, use API keys. I don't like that. Oh, man. You know, if it works, it works. I'm done worrying about this. At least it's in a separate hook and I can refactor further if I need. I'm just not going to worry about it. It's like, do I want to continue building or do I want to refactor my whole life? That's really the question. All right. Is loading not being used? Shouldn't it be used? Test. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's just go ahead and restart the application. Clear. Bun run dev. Whoops. I need to restart the Next.js server as well. Have you worked with Kimi? No, I haven't. I've seen people talk about it. Is it any good? It seems pretty worthwhile to check it out at the very least. I've been meaning to look at it, but GLM 4.5 has taken a lot of my time lately. It seems like every other week there's some amazing new model that comes out. So I end up chasing everything. Let me... Is Kimi K2, right? Kimi K2... Not this. They don't have GLM 4.5 over here, but honestly, benchmarks mean nothing to me these days. Is a mixture of expert model with 32 billion activated parameter, 1 trillion total parameter. It achieves state-of-the-art performance in frontier knowledge, math coding among non-thinking models. Okay. Can I use Kimi K2 with Claude Code? Is this the actual website? Kimi K2 API. Try Kimi K2 on, okay, Kimi K2 platform offers API Anthropic compatible interface, allowing for easy adoption with your existing application. To Kimi K2, we encourage developers to explore our tool API building agent applications. For more detail, visit Moonshot. Is that okay? Kind of want to see what their pricing is. Pricing and billing. Okay, 15 cents. That's cash hit. Oh, so 60 cents for input to $2.50. Whoa, turbo, $10. That's quite expensive. That's quite expensive. Cause wait, no. I forgot how much Anthropic models was. Anthropic like $70 or something? Okay. It's probably not the best thinking model. Include non. Okay. Where is switch from OpenAI? I'm just wondering if they have. It's probably faster searching for it. Whoops. Kimi K2 Claude Code. run Kimi K2 inside Claude Code. Is it one of those things that I have to like do a weird hack through like some MCP? This is why. Wait. Kimi K2 Claude Code game changer for AI development. This doesn't. This does not show me anything. Oh, you can. Okay, that's dope. Should have just put this at the top of the article. Easier to see. Nice. So you can use this with Claude. Okay, Kimi supports Claude Code. Just override. Oh, okay. Just like DeepSeek and GLM. Amazing. Yeah, wonderful. I'll have to try it out. Actually, I might have to add that to my Claude Maestro application too. But I'll need to like figure this whole thing out first. I think, where am I at? I am at testing GLM-4.5 connection. Oh, I already did that. I think I'm pretty much done with this refactor. So refactor API key hook. terrible message. Okay. Let's go and grab. See, I need to go soon, but I want to kind of test it out whether it's not gonna. I'm sure it's not going to work. It's so not going to work. Oh, the annoying thing is like, how do I know which model it's using though? How do I know which model it's using? Wait. let's go to Claude SDK Manager. So this is the SDK, and oh man, I feel like I have this defined so many places. I'm gonna have. Let me write this down. Model config seems to be defined in multiple places. We need to centralize it. Okay. Okay, let's see if this will work with Claude Code SDK. It should theoretically work. The first thing I need to make sure is if I can find query options. Here it is. I need to make sure that query options contains, okay, it has the base URL. Oh, you know what? I should. That's fine. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Config base URL, and then model config. What is this? What is query option model? Model configs. You know, it's just faster for me to print this out. There's no point of trying to see it in my head. Because log.info. Okay, let's go ahead and now see if this actually change. I'm going to use my most used test for this. Change home page background to solid green. All right. Well, this is not what I was hoping for. Executing it is the thing too long. Query options. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I didn't change the model. Oh, no, it is GLM-4.5. So then, man, can I just log here? Info query options. Okay, bind run dev, change home page to solid green, whatever, doesn't matter. I just need to see this. Executing. Okay, so the issue is that it's not even going in here, and therefore what I'm gonna do is I am actually more concerned whoa, I can get rid of this. Actually, let's leave that. So then the issue here is going to be the option. So process query is going to be coming from in here. Execute is going to be called from the IPC handler, and the IPC handler, this options is what I need to print out, because inside this execute option there's going to be a model provider that I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and just print this out first. In here, I'm going to go log.info execute IPC, and I'm going to print out options. There we go. And at the top, I am going to import log. There we go. Wonderful. And then I'm actually going to go to Claude Code Provider, and inside Claude Code Provider, I'm going to look for execute. Actually, I don't, is it execute? It doesn't matter which one, it's just execute. Execute, that one, nope. Execute, there we go. Execute options, partial execution option, so that one contains that. Where is this being used? That's being used here. I feel before I go through the front end, I just want to double check that the front end is not already sending the model to the Electron backend. So let me just run dev here and go into settings, GLM-4.5, that's fine. Change home page to solid green. Close this. I'm going to look at this, execute IPC prompt permission. Yep, so it is the front end. The front end is not sending over the model, so therefore we can just close this Claude, the back end, and focus on the front end here. Looking into this. Wait, sorry, I've missed your message. The new codex review slash command is pretty good, by the way. Helped me catch some particular edge cases in a repo today. Really? You mean this codex, or you mean like the? Oh, you mean the CLI codex? CLI codex. You know, do I still have OpenAI? I do. I still have OpenAI codex subscription, that $20 subscription that I did not use after I used the first time. Okay, I should probably go, but I just really want to finish this. I really want to finish this, guys. If I don't finish this, then I'm gonna feel bad. But I can always come back in like a few hours and stream more while you guys watch me being in pain. Yep. Okay. Execute options. Right. Execute task. The issue is that execute options. In here I need to. Okay. I'm gonna write it down. In Claude code provider, we need to have access to the settings where the model is being selected. I don't know. I feel like I wonder if people prefer to select the model task by task, or would they want to just make the whole application user specific? I feel like sometimes I just want task by task, but that will be implemented later, because it is possible to that's the thing of like building an application like this is so easy to change whatever you want. Okay, what am I doing? I need to have access to settings. Okay, I believe in my settings store I should, oh my gosh, in my settings store I should have model. Nope. Then where is it? Okay, settings. We're gonna go to settings page. At the bottom, API keys tab, and inside here, where does it say selected provider? Here, default model. Okay, and just want to see where this is being stored. Don't tell me that it's in a hook and it's not persistent. Actions, update default provider. Set default provider. No. Is this what it's using? But how does it know that I've changed it? So if I close the application, obviously it's gonna say DeepSeek, right? Yeah. So then where is the store? I swear this is... Where's the store? Model default update provider, set default provider. Okay, it's time to ask Claude Code, please help. Where in this file, how is it that no way, is it sending IPC down? Set provider. Oh, this is the... I see. Okay, so we have provider, default provider, action, save provider. Save provider, it's going to save... No, that's not. Default provider loading. Remove provider, update default provider. It's got to be this. It's got to be this. This is, I'm just going to double check. So if I just console log, update default provider. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, that's annoying. This is so annoying. This is annoying. This should be stored in the Zastan store, ideally. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna need to refactor this again. You refactor, use API keys.ts so that certain information like default provider model is saved in a persistent Zastan store. Okay. This should really be done like that. Okay, well, I think that's it for me for now. I'm gonna come back later and then continue working on this. Thank you you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you